Hey, what's up? It's Taka here. Welcome back to my channel. So let's talk about the future of Inkdrop. I've released the version 5.9.0 recently, and I think it's time to talk about a roadmap, a new roadmap of Inkdrop, because it's been already 4 years since I last published this roadmap, volume 5. It's published in 2019. Yeah, so I've done a lot of things during the past 4 years. So I managed to rebuild the mobile app, and it provides a great quality of the Markdown editor for Android and iOS. And I haven't finished some tasks yet, but I haven't given up them. So I promise I'll work on share target and the share extension as soon as possible. And also I add command palette like this one. But it's been already 4 years, so let's update this roadmap. And so there was a lot of things happened during the past 4 years, and I'd like to talk about it. My life has been significantly changed because I'm now a dad of a kid. So we've had a baby 3 years ago, and parenting is so hard, as you may know if you are a dad or mom. And so I have to be more careful to manage my time between for family and work. And also there is a significant event that's kind of sad, but that in 2022 the Atom editor was sunsetted. And as you may know, Inkdrop was built based on the Atom editor because it is open source in MIT license. So I decided to reuse their internal modules to get high extensibility and customizability. Yeah, but it is no longer maintained, so I had to find alternative modules or refactor their original modules, and that was so tough. And the next I started the YouTube channel, which is called Diff Life, and it hit 200,000 subscribers, which is great. But it drove a lot of new customers to Inkdrop, and it also caused a high churn rate. So I had to solve this problem. So I had to rethink my marketing strategy. Like I made tutorial content like this one. So it has how to articles for beginners, and also I made tutorial videos. Yeah, because people who are from my YouTube channel are visual learners. So so these challenges are so hard. And I pushed myself too hard and to manage and overcome these challenges. And taking care of my kid, replacing internal modules with alternatives, and refactoring obsolete modules, and improving the performance, making on videos, and on and on. So that makes me insomnia. and I couldn't sleep. Then I eventually experienced burnout for the first time. I couldn't do anything. And I decided to take a long break from the work. I traveled to Italy. That was great. And I restored my work pace. So I decided to not to work after the dinner. I focused on taking less rest with my family, play with my kid. I decided to try to put the highest quality focus during the daytime. So now I can't do everything. I can't please everyone. So I learned that life is to choose more wisely what you are going to procrastinate on in order to focus on what matters most. Yeah, so it's just not possible to please a lot of people as an indie developer and dad. So I have to focus on very, very deep and narrow area. Yeah, so Inkdrop won't be like a bloated software. I've been working hard on making ground-up improvements like refactoring the extensible Markdown renders. Now, so it provides a flexible Markdown abstract syntax tree, and it can be so customizable and extensible. And also, I improved the launch speed of both mobile and desktop apps. It's 500 milliseconds faster to launch on desktop. And also, I made the launch speed 300 milliseconds faster on Android. So you should be comfortable to use my mobile app on Android as well. And also, I migrated my code base from Flow.js to TypeScript for getting a better DX. So that's what I've done during the past 4 years. And now I recently refactored the UI theming system because the old theming system was based on the semantic UI, and now it uses CSS variables, and it significantly simplifies the theming. You just change the CSS variable to change the colors and the border lines, things like that. So it's so simple. So again, my goal remains the same. Keep improving the core user experience without bloating the app, so you can stay focused on taking notes. And the next thing I've done is I started a user community on Discord, because the user forum has been always great for discussing new features and getting feedback from the users. But it is kind of too formal to hang out with users and connect each other. So I wanted to have a casual place for users to connect and share how they take notes and chat about anything else, including the off topics. So I decided to start a user community on Discord. And I've done interesting things like sharing tech notes. So as I mentioned earlier, as a community leader, I regularly share my own personal tech notes. Yeah, like this one. So and other members also do the same. To do the same in our Today I Learn channel. So for example, I shared how to use Watchman in my project, and Federico shared his work here, and also Bozi was learning Golang, which is so cool. Yeah. So it's so inspiring to see how other people take notes. Please check it out. And I also created a silent workroom voice channel. And in Japan, there is an event called Moku-moku Kai, which is where people quietly work on their own tasks together. So they gather at like a meeting room or cafe or places like that, and they just work on their own tasks without talking. And I love this culture, and so I decided to start it on our Discord server, so which is called a silent work boss room. You can hop in anytime and post what you're gonna do, and then just focus on your task. You don't have to show off your face or enable your mic. You don't have to talk about anything. So just work. Just share your productive vibes, which is so fun. Yeah, we've been enjoying doing this. And I also occasionally host online meetups there. It's actually great to practice English for me. And we usually chat about what you've been learning and a project you are working on, interesting tech news, freelancing, productivity tips, your favorite keyboards or switches, articles you are reading, indie development, freelancing, student life, and about the new features. So I've written my tech note-taking guide on my website here. So how to maximize your productivity with tech note-taking. And I've talked about my tech note-taking workflow, which is based on these 4 steps. Research possible solutions. First is identify the problem, research possible solutions, validate these solutions, and reuse the knowledge. And as a tech note-taking app, I love the unique philosophy of one tool for one job. Instead of making it like a Swiss Army knife, I'd like to make it like a screwdriver. So I keep Inkdrop dedicated to tech note-taking, not for everyday tasks or managing schedules or taking photo memos. So it's never going to be a big do everything app. Just focus on the tech note-taking. So Inkdrop will stay simple and clean. You can use it out of the box without spending hours on configurations. First class on mobile. So I'll keep improving performance and the look and feel on mobile platforms as well. Yeah. So as I mentioned, Inkdrop also helps you follow the tech note-taking workflow here, these 4 steps. So all future features of Inkdrop will be designed to contribute to these steps. So let's get right into it. The first 2 features are already planned in the previous roadmap, so I'll skip them. These are share target and share extension and the command palette. And the next one is the most important things for Inkdrop. So Inkdrop is currently using the CodeMirror 5, version 5, for the Markdown editor. But there is already the new version, which is version 6. And it is already used in the mobile app. But I haven't done migrating the desktop app yet. So I'd like to do as soon as possible because it has a lot of ground-up improvements such as content editable based editor, which allows you to use extensions like Grammarly for proofreading or other OS level native features. And also it comes with a new parser called Reader, which is super fast and more versatile to support new context-aware features. So Inkdrop can provide more more interesting features based on the syntax-aware way. I can't wait to migrate to CodeMirror 6. The next one is outline view. So there's already a plugin called SideTOC made by Bashura-san. Thank you. Which adds a table of contents on the right side of the editor, like this. I love this plugin. So you can quickly go in the back. So after migrating the CodeMirror to 6, I'd like to use its new parser to display the outline view because it is so performant, and it would be useful to use it would be useful to also display task lists in the outlines, and it would be interesting to allow you to drag sections to reorder the sections, paragraphs. Yeah, it would be interesting. The next one is preview pane improvements. So it's also the native support of the existing plugins like copy code to clipboard by Q1701 and the double-click expansion image by Bashura-san. So I'd like to add a button to copy the code blocks and double-click an image to zoom in, like I did. So it should work by default without plugins. And next is the two-factor authentications. It is important. So I'm considering to add OTP-based authentication. It would be also nice to get email notification on successful logins, so you can quickly know any suspicious activity. Yeah, I'll work on it as soon as possible. And also, I'd like to prepare for other CPU architectures like ARM64 and other Linux distributions. Because Inkdrop currently bundles a CLI tool called IPM for installing the Inkdrop plugins. And this is originally from the Atom editor. And this is huge because it bundles the Node.js itself and the NPM, and it makes the build process so complicated, and it makes so hard to support other CPU architectures and other Linux distributions for producing the installer packages. So I'd like to drop this IPM and replace more simpler version of module for installing the plugins without requiring the Node.js or NPM. And I found a promising way to do that. So I'd like to try it. Next is to improve image upload speed. Because Inkdrop supports uploading images, and it is kind of slow. And I have an idea to improve it, and it will create a room to support video attachments. So I'd like to work on it. And the next one is a Diff view for revision history on desktop. So there's already a feature on mobile that shows like this Diff view when you are viewing note revisions. So you can quickly see which lines has been changed, like Git commit logs, which is great. So I love this feature. So I'd like to make it available also on the desktop app. And I'm considering to support notebook icons. notebooks don't have icons on the left side. Yeah, I know it is popular. It is one of the popular features for the note-taking apps. I've been considering to add it because a lot of people have asked for this feature. And as a taking noting app, it would be nice to provide a set of techie icons like frameworks and language logos, which would be cool. Okay, so that's the plan for the next roadmap. And the next 3 ideas are what I haven't decided to add yet. And I'd like to hear what you think about these ideas. So let's talk about it. The first one is to visualize your progress and achievement. So the coding and learning, creating can often be a solitary pursuit. So you may feel lonely when you're working on creative things. As I mentioned earlier, I created this Discord server so we can motivate each other. However, it would be nice to have some features to solely motivate you and keep you going. So I'd like to consider adding some interesting features like activity stats. So first one is as you may know, GitHub has this nice stats view, which displays how many commits you made on each day, and displays like a glass field, and people love it. And it makes you want to make more contributions. So wouldn't it be fun to see a similar contribution like stats in Inkdrop? Note-taking is definitely a contribution to your work. So note-taking is definitely a contribution to your work after all. So I'd like to try it. I love to see how my grass field looks like. And also, so I love this Diff view, and I'd like to see the revision history as my journal. It will be interesting. So I'd like to consider displaying the activity history. So GitHub also has a view that displays your contribution activity, like this one. This is my activity history, and I made a pull request in PouchDB that make it support React Native 0.76. So yeah, it would be nice to display the similar view on Inkdrop, and which would be fun because you can see your progress and accomplishments as a sort of journal or timeline from the techno-taking aspect. So yeah, it would be interesting. And let's talk about AI integrations. I know you want these features, and I've been also into the AI features like ChatGPT, and I also tried AI integrations on NeoBeam, and which is so inspiring. And as big companies have released their own AI features, so these AI integrations are very common these days, and techno-taking is no exception here. So you take notes, and your notes are your knowledge base. The AI would be very useful for investigating solutions, writing tech articles, validating your ideas by connecting your knowledge with the AI. And I've been thinking of a way to implement it without compromising the end-to-end encryption, such as running LLM server locally, like Llama C++ or any other options. However, it is too tough to run on your laptop or phone, as it requires a massive resource like memories and computing resource. So I've tried Ollama. This provides a simple API for running LLM servers locally, and found that it was not acceptable. So it consumes a lot of resource, even on the M3 Max laptop. It was so tough to run LLM locally. Just for noting app, it is not acceptable. Instead of doing everything in local, I'd like to consider an alternative way to integrate with the AI services while caring about your privacy and security. For example, Apple Intelligence has been recently released, and as you may know, this provides some features that runs on your phone without requiring a network. But I found that if you turn on the airplane mode, some features are grayed out, so you can't use these features offline. That means that Apple Intelligence requires connecting to OpenAI servers to provide some features. And after seeing this, I thought that it would be nice to let users to select which nodes to be allowed to use AI features. Because not every node is confidential or sensitive, right? Like learning nodes, programming learning nodes would be safe to feed to the AI through the network. So I'd like to take the balance between the usability and security. So I'd like to consider integrating with the OpenAI API or other AI APIs to provide useful AI features. What do you think? Yeah. And the last one is another project that is a free Markdown editor for editing local files. So this is like a standalone version of Inkdrop. The Inkdrop is designed for helping take notes across devices seamlessly without hassle. So it focuses on syncing your notes across devices. So which is why it doesn't support editing local Markdown files. But I found myself sometimes want to do that. So because Inkdrop's editor is comfortable to edit with Vim key bindings, and the Markdown renderer supports GitHub flavors extensions like alerts, mermaid, and math syntaxes. Personally, I want it myself. Yeah, so I want to release a standalone version of Inkdrop with its high customizability and beautiful themes. Beautiful themes. So one of the purposes of this project is to attract more people as a marketing aspect. Yeah, so that's it. What do you think? Let me know in your comments. Let me know in the comment section down below. Yeah, let's improve it together. Yeah. So I don't know if I can finish these tasks next year, but yeah, I try my best. So instead of so I'd like to update this roadmap every year. So I'll update it the end of the year, and I'll report the project status and plan to the 2026. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback and your thoughts. And thanks as always. Thank you so much for supporting Inkdrop. It would have been not possible without your support. Inkdrop is now 8 years old. That is incredible, and I'd like to keep it going. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's Christmas. Happy Christmas. I'm going to I'm going to buy some chickens for my kid. Yeah, so have a nice holiday.